Hello friends, let us start chapter number 2 of standard 10, polynomial. You have already studied this chapter in 9th standard. So let us revise some fundamental concept related to this chapter, that is polynomial. First one, definition of polynomial. An algebraic expression in which all the variables involved are having non-negative integer exponent. The important word is non-negative and integer exponent. Now the second concept is how to find out the degree of a polynomial. The highest power of x मतलब variable. So the highest power of x of the polynomial px is known as degree of polynomial px. You also know this type of polynomial on the basis of the degree. First one, that is linear polynomial. So a polynomial of degree 1 is known as linear polynomial. And its general formula is px is equal to ax plus b, where a is known as coefficient of x and b is known as constant coefficient. Similarly, quadratic polynomial is a polynomial of degree 2. So what is the general formula of quadratic equation? Quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, where a is equal to coefficient of x square, b is equal to coefficient of x, and c is a constant coefficient. Well, the third one is cubic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3. The general formula of this cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a is known as coefficient of x cube, b is known as coefficient of x square, c is coefficient of x, and d is a constant coefficient. Well, now the new concept for 10th standard, that is, what is zero of a polynomial? What is zero of a polynomial? How to identify the zeros of a polynomial? You know, a polynomial, if k is a real number, if k is one real number, and if pk is equal to 0, then k is known as zeros of the polynomial. So for the value of k is equal to 0, then k is known as 0 of a polynomial. In this chapter, we are going to solve some example how to identify the zeros of this polynomial. Well, now let us try to understand the nature of the graph of different type of polynomial. So the first one, that is graph of a linear polynomial. You know, it is linear polynomial, and that's why the degree of this polynomial is 1. So it is linear polynomial. If you draw the graph of this polynomial, you get a straight line. You can see in this figure, here also it is that the graph is a straight line intersecting both the x-axis as well as y-axis. Here also this graph is a straight line, and this graph is parallel to x-axis. You can also say perpendicular to y-axis. Similarly, the third graph, this is perpendicular to x-axis and parallel to y-axis. So the nature of graph of linear polynomial is always a straight line. Now graph of a quadratic polynomial. If you draw the graph of quadratic polynomial, you get parabola. So either you get upward parabola or sometimes you get downward parabola. If the coefficient of x square is positive, if the coefficient of x square is positive, then you get upward parabola. If the coefficient of x square is negative, then you get downward parabola. So, first one polynomial, degree of polynomial, type of polynomial, how to find out the zeros of a polynomial, graph of linear polynomial, and graph of quadratic polynomial. Let us solve some example. Exercise number 2.1. The first example. Find the number of zeros of px in each case. You know how to find out the number of zeros from given graphs. You know the intersection of this graph with x-axis is known as zeros. So in the first graph, the graph do not intersect x-axis, and that's why it has no zero. So it has no zero. Here in this example, example number 2, the graph intersects x-axis at one point, and that's why this graph has 1 zero. Let me take the example number 3. Here the graph intersects x-axis at 3 points, and that's why this graph has 3 zeros. Here the graph intersects x-axis at 2 points, and that's why it has 2 zeros. In example number 5, the graph intersects x-axis at 4 points, and that's why this graph has 4 zeros. Similarly, in example number 6, this is first point of intersection, this is second point, this is third point, and that's why here 1 zero and here 3 zeros. So now friends, you know how to find out the zeros from the graph. Intersection of graph with x-axis is known as zeros of a polynomial. Now let us try to understand one another topic, very important topic, relationship between zeros and coefficient of polynomials. You know, the zeros are denoted by alpha, beta and gamma. Alpha, beta and gamma, they are symbols for zeros of a polynomial. First one, linear polynomial. You know the general formula is px is equal to a plus b. So the zero is alpha is equal to minus b by a, where b is a constant coefficient and a is a coefficient of x. For quadratic polynomial, the general formula is px is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. This is quadratic polynomial, and that's why it has maximum 2 zeros, and they are denoted by alpha and beta. So how to find out the relation between zeros and coefficient? You know, coefficient they are denoted by a, b. Here the coefficients are a, b and c. So how to convert the zeros into coefficient? So alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, and alpha into beta is equal to c by a. So these two formulae represent relationship between zeros and coefficient of a polynomial. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by n. You can also write this formula in words: minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Similarly, alpha into beta is equal to c by n. Alpha into beta is equal to constant coefficient upon coefficient of x square. Similarly, we can also prove a relationship between zeros and coefficient for a cubic polynomial. You know the general formula is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So here there are three zeros are there. They are denoted by alpha, beta and gamma. So there are three relationships. First one, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. One can say minus coefficient of x square upon coefficient of x cube. Similarly, alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha is equal to c by a. C means coefficient of x upon coefficient of x cube. Similarly, the product of three zeros, alpha into beta into gamma, is equal to minus d by a, where minus d means constant coefficient upon coefficient of x cube. So we have completed a very important article of this chapter, and that is relationship between zeros and coefficient of polynomial. In next lecture, we will start how to solve the examples, how to find out the zeros, and how to compare the relationship between zeros and coefficient of polynomial. Thank you, friends.